Hey guys, TakuyaSugi here, and tonight I'm going to cover the Unicorn Lancer reform here on Korean Lost Saga. So let's get into it. So 4-hit basics. Nothing too new from the ground perspective, from the ground effects, but let's show you how it interacts with juggles. So as you see, the first hit there actually pops up a bit better. So that'll help you getting your juggles continuing them, getting all the hits to them. So and show you if we can actually land it. Show you the full hit, 4 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see the knockback is a lot more. There's a lot more knockback to the basic attacks on the end of your juggles, so it knocked him really far back. So yeah, airborne effects with the 4-hit basics are a lot different, especially like the first hit and the knockback at the end. So really interesting. So our hold D. This is a really interesting change with this. I do believe this serves as a guard breaker now. That one of those parts actually probably serves as a guard breaker, especially if you're fully charged. But look how fast it charges. It's already, you can see our passive bar down there actually shows you the full charge, and you'll have that nice little long stun at the end there. I do believe this serves as a guard breaker, but I'm not 100% positive about that, guys. So I'm sorry I can't really test that kind of thing for you. Check out Don's video for that kind of info, and I'll annotate it. But yeah, here's your quick hold D without a charge. It's just a shorter version and a little less stun, maybe it looks like. But otherwise, it's a lot more speed added to this thing, and it looks like you move a little bit faster as well. So pretty intense. So yeah, pretty nice. And our dash attack. There's our dash attack. Drags them forward. Does a bounce down if you're in faint or airborne status. And you can also hold your attack button down, and you can infinitely block. This is an infinite block, and you can release it whenever to just do your dash forward kind of move. And this kind of takes the skill away from that old dash attack, but it'll help newer players mostly. It's kind of depressing to me because I like the old version, but yeah, that's pretty nice. Infinite block, why not? So jump attack. You can do this twice in a row, and it'll faint. And you can also aim it like a gladiator, so you can be jumping in any kind of direction, and just you can cross up very easily, and just do this feint into your dash, into your juggles. So yeah, pretty straightforward. And you also have an air dash attack. This is very pinpointed. It has very limited hitbox. So yeah, you can see it barely hits anything. You got to be on the money with it. So it's mostly for anti-air, though you could use it for kind of extending your combos, but it's kind of quirky in a way. Let's try and get it here. So yeah, it'll be for something like that, but otherwise it's just anti-air in my opinion. I wouldn't really throw that out too much unless you're dealing with a jump spammer. I believe that's all for the basic attacks. Let's go check out our defensive maneuvers with our robot buddies. So we still have our good old deflect, as you can see there, and our helmet also serves as a half feint counter. That wasn't really a half feint counter. Let's do it real quick. So yeah, there you go. There's the half feint counter, and we also have our trinket, which completely nullifies anything from the back. So nothing new with the trinket except for we'll get into it a little bit later. So yeah, his defensive moves are his half feint counter with the helmet, trinket making him invulnerable from the back, and his deflect. So fun. So defensive and offensive character. So fun. So let's get into the skills here. So weapon skill. A lot more knockback on this sucker, so it's a little bit faster as well. No real wind-up time, so it does have a little bit of wind-up time still, but it's worth it now since it knocks back so far. You can also trigger it in the air, so pretty nice. So you carried him a good distance off the edge there. So yeah, not too bad. Armor. This is about the same. It looks like they may have added a little bit more distance to it. And they also added an air trigger to this as well, so you can trigger it in the air. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Nice armor. And helmet, of course it has a half feint counter now, and it looks like it pops up a little bit better as well. And also with a jump attack now, it doesn't really pop up as much anymore, so you're going to be encouraged to actually, go straight into your dasher. By the way, you can do 2 dash attacks in a row now. Let's try and show you that real quick before we move on. 1. There it is. So you can do 2 of those in a row. Maybe even 3 or 4. Who knows? Maybe you can infinite it. But I'm not going to show it in this video. So yeah. And Trinket, it's in Don's patch notes for it, but this apparently buffs teammates now. And it also doesn't it doesn't go on... It goes right, it refreshes right as you trigger. As you can see here, it's already reloading even though I'm already still buffed with it. So it's not like one of those... it doesn't trigger like Berserker armor, as an example. It's not preventing your cooldown from refreshing. So yeah, that's a nice improvement to that trinket, especially if it buffs teammates. That's amazing. I can't really test it in my own HQ. See, everyone's on red team and I'm the only blue team. So let's try and end the video with combo, guys. That's pretty much everything as far as I'm concerned. I don't know everything all the time. I do believe the whole D is a guard breaker, but if it's not, I'll annotate the video and let you guys know. But from Don's patch notes, apparently it has a guard breaker somewhere, so that's interesting. So let's do a quick combo to end the video. We could start with the... what should we start with? We'll start with the helmet. So, get into that old mold. Let's try again. Try again. Choo-choo. Do our dash. Time it like that. 2, 3, 4. Got out of position, but that's pretty good damage considering all the little things I did. But you could do a lot better than what I just did, and I might come up with a combo later once I've kind of messed around with the character a lot more. But yeah, that's pretty much everything, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.